Thank you once again, my champions, for being with me on Live with Chatufa. This is yet another sister channel to Chatufa TV Productions, which I continue to encourage you also to subscribe to also support, like, share, and also participate in the discussions that we have right on the platform. On this platform, we give you brief updates of what is happening in the nation without much commentary, of course, so that we can quickly give you more information that may be necessary to be relayed to you as we are in the struggle for the freedom of the Zimbabwean people. In the past days, we have been talking about the issue that is heated on social media platforms and social media streets of the comparison between Emmerson Mnangagwa and Ian Smith. And this debate is becoming more and more, prominent, especially on the media sessions, with people adding more flesh to the discussions, and those that are angered by it, like Varakash and Zanu PF people, also still throwing quite a lot of insults and even ridiculing some other people. We have seen Lynn Stasia being ridiculed on social media, especially by Zanu PF people, who happens to be the lady who started this argument, and it has really become a veiled fire. Now, Muchinguri charged into the Mnangagwa-Smith debate with anger, insults, and threats as Zanu PF feels the heat. You can now see that Zanu PF is feeling the heat when you now have a whole Minister of Defense, Muchinguri, charging into the streets of social media. It is just a sign that things are not right? Things are not well. For her to be coming up and guns blazing in the manner that she did was rather very low for her, right? So Muchinguri comes and says stupidity and mental illness is making non-patriotic Zimbabweans think that life was better under the Smith regime. We fought for this freedom that some take for granted. Mipengo, just imagine. This is a sign of showing how low government officials have become. You don't lower yourself to this kind of level. This is just embarrassing for a whole minister. It's embarrassing. You don't find yourself. I don't know what is wrong with Zanu PF people. Zanu PF people, they disrespect themselves to the point of entering into some places which they are not supposed to be, considering the positions that they hold in the government. So for her to call people stupid and people with mental illness just because people are comparing the two lives, this is not a lie. Life was better. Life was better under Smith regime, whether they hate it or what. What happens is for you to see that Zanu PF people, they don't have, the facts. They are coming with insults. They must bring facts just to show what you have done, what you have achieved, how you have made life better for the people of Zimbabwe in comparison with what Smith did. Simple. But because they don't have anything to show for it, they become vindictive and angry and start to threaten people and insult people, calling people mipengo. We fought for this freedom. What freedom is she talking about? There's no one who is free in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is not a free country. You can't speak openly in Zimbabwe and you spend the next day. You see, so it's quite pathetic and sad for us to see people lying through their teeth. People like Muchinguri, people who are coming out to lie like that and say and want to pretend as if Zimbabwe is a free country. It's not free. Zimbabwe is a dictatorship. Zimbabwe is an oppressive state. It's an oppressive nation. Zimbabweans are not free. Zimbabweans are being brutalized, are being killed, are being maimed, are being imprisoned even without committing crimes, are being impoverished by people that are looting. And whenever we speak about the looting and the corruption, they arrest us, They kill us, they abduct us. That is the truth. So for Muchinguri to want to tell us that they fought for freedom, there is no freedom that they can be talking about here. The Zanu PF of Mnangagwa that we have today, they can't even talk about the philosophy of the war. Because whatever that they were fighting for in the war, they've destroyed everything. They've not managed to uphold anything that they fought for. In fact, they've become worse than Smith himself. And that is what is angering them when people are talking about this. But we are not going to stop to talk about this. Life was livable in the days of Smith. Life was affordable. Every family could have tea, could have bread on their table, could have butter on their table. Children could go to school. Parents who were tea boys and cleaners could afford to send their children to university. So there's nobody who can tell us that. We know what we are talking about because we were there. So for this argument of theirs of wanting to insult people, they should be bringing facts on the ground and demonstrate what Mnangagwa has done for the Zimbabwean people, if not the poverty and the suffering that we experience as a people in Zimbabwe. I think I would want to bring this debate, this issue again on the main show, so that we can discuss at length on this very subject of why Muchinguri is taking things personal and pretending to say that things are okay when things are far from being fine. So this is what it is. Our struggle in Zimbabwe is that we are fighting against people who are out of touch with reality. Zanu PF people are so much out of touch with the reality. They don't understand the pressure. They don't understand the pain, the suffering of the Zimbabwean people. And that is pathetic for them to want to threaten people and insult people when people's lives are in jeopardy in Zimbabwe because of their own doing. These people are into corruption. They are stealing. They are dishonest. They are careless. And when we talk about it, they want to turn against us and make us enemies. Zanu PF people must face reality. They must introspect, look each other in the eye and tell each other the truth. That we inherited a beautiful country. We inherited a successful country and we ran it down. Simple. So this is what it is. I think I'll bring this story again on the main show, probably tomorrow or any other day. Then we can discuss at length on this subject, which is very, very important. Otherwise, just updates that we are giving you. Remain supporting this platform by subscribing, liking, and sharing. And thank you so much for joining me on the show. You are blessed.